I'm Max, you can call me D, and welcome back to my channel if you're new. Hi! So today's video is gonna be about how I plan my bigger projects, which is quite relevant because, as I mentioned in the Miku video, I'm crocheting another pretty big cosplay, and it's gonna get spoiled in the video, and I'm gonna spoil it myself. It's the 2023 Snow Miku. Now, with that said, it is a big cosplay, but I won't be planning that in this video because that is already planned and it's been in work since like Christmas. Cosplay for this video that we're picking to plan is Circus Baby from Five Nights at Freddy's. I hope that you enjoy it. So for the planning methods, I have two methods. I have one with an app in my phone, and I have a traditional one on paper. I'm gonna try to put timestamps here, and you can skip to whichever one you like, or you can watch the whole video because that would make me very happy. So the first one, which is the one in the app, I like to use an app called Cosplanner, which I have been informed that this app is pretty outdated and that it doesn't work for my other cosplay friends anymore, which is kind of sad because I think it's a really good app. I really want to emphasize that this is not sponsored because this channel is so tiny. We don't even have 100 subscribers yet, but you can subscribe if you want to help me hit that goal, please. I just think it's a really good app, and I've been using it for years. Like, ever since I started cosplaying, I've been using it, even though most of my cosplays were bought back then, and then I had to sell them. Now I'm gonna transfer you to byeee. Enjoy!
So when you open the app and click the plus icon in the left right corner, the first thing you see is the new cosplay tab. You can pick if it's in process or if it's still planned, and you put the name in, you can put the series which it's from in, you can change the date that you're starting it, you can put in a due date, and optionally you can also put in a budget, which I think is very useful for tracking money. After you click save, the cosplay tab is gonna open of the cosplay that you just put in. You can put in a profile picture to make sure that you can recognize the cosplays better if you have several ones planned. And then there's several cards, the first one being cosplay elements. There you can put in the things that you have to buy or make for the cosplay. You have the choice to separate them, which I think is very useful. You can just put in whatever you need, whatever you come up with, but there is a maximum, I believe. I'm not sure how high that number is, but there is a maximum of elements that you can put in. Another thing you probably noticed is the percentage and the time slots. When you click on a thing that you planned, you can put in time in hours and minutes that you've spent on it. There's a progress bar with specific percentages, very specific, which is very accurate for tracking your progress. You have the choice to put in a progress picture. You can highlight the thing, which basically just highlights it in your column. You can switch it to the to buy section, and you can add some special notes that you need. The next card is the tasks associated with your cosplay. That means buying your fabrics, checking out materials, doing research on the cosplay, buying wigs, doing whatever that you have to do with the cosplay itself. Be it sewing, be it crocheting, whatever task. You can put in alarms with a specific date and time, you can check if it's done, and you can again add some notes. The third card on our list is the reference images card, where you can just bunch up all of your reference images. I really recommend getting every single angle possible that you can of the character. Next is the process pictures card, where you just upload all of your process pictures that you can eventually use for build books and stuff. And last but not least, the events card, where you can write down all of the events that you're gonna wear the cosplay to. You write the name, you can write the place, you can pick what kind of a cosplay thing it is. It can be whatever, an expo, a meeting, a con, whatever. You can also put in your contests, you can put in the date and some additional information. And last thing, when you back out of the cosplay and you see your little column of cosplays, you can see that it tracks the percentage of your progress. I'm quickly gonna fake up some stats here so that you can properly see it, and you can see that the percentage changed. Personally, that keeps me more motivated when I see the progress in a percentage. And that was it for Cosplanner.
Now the second planning method, which is just a standard one on paper. So do research on the cosplay, or generally the character. You don't have to know your character like super well in order to cosplay them, but it is always good to have lots and lots of research, because the more research you do, the better your cosplay could look, because you can do research on not only the character but the cosplay, the materials. You can research anything about it. So, first step, lots of research. Second, get your paper and write down every single element and layer that you can physically see on the cosplay, which is probably gonna be the most fun part in this, just making the list. I think that's fun, because I like making lists and I like crossing them off. It makes me feel like I'm actually accomplishing something. I just write it all down, I make sure that I have every single element. If I don't, I just add it onto the list. I keep the other side for extra notes that I need about any of the items that I'm making or buying or doing whatever with them. And that's honestly it. When it comes to paper, I just make a little thing like that. But even if I am doing the paper technique, the one where I have the little column on the paper, I still like to keep a tab in the notes in my phone with links to stuff like wigs, materials, stuff that I just want to buy online, and even links to some tutorials sometimes, because I don't know how to do shit when it comes to cosplay. I'm not a professional, but it can be useful to just have all of these links grouped together, and I really recommend actually writing down near the links what they actually link to, because I have unfortunately made a list of links and then I never knew what that link goes to, and I had to go through every single link to find what I actually wanted, which was just chaos and it made everything more difficult. So do that. And that's it for the paper technique, I think. Boo, it's me again. Hi. I am here to announce that this is the end of the video. Unfortunately, I know it's once again pretty short. I do want to start making longer videos, but unfortunately I don't have time right now. But I'm still trying to get content out for you guys, and that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you feel like it, you can like and subscribe. That really helps out a ton. You can leave some comments for me if you need. If you want, you can follow my Instagram, which is right here. And that's it for today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!